Hi everyone, just wiggle this around a little bit. I'm hoping you can hear me okay. There is a bit of traffic in the background, but for those of you who I haven't met, my name's Michelle and I run a business called Being More Human, and I wanted to be able to share with you today. Our theme for the month is all about purpose, and there's a few topics that I really love talking about, and purpose absolutely falls right in those list of topics. And I think the reason that I love talking about it so much is that when you are clear on your purpose, or when an organisation is clear on its purpose, everything else flows from that. Everything else, down to what kind of money you're deciding to spend, what kind of habits you want to put into place every day, what kind of strategy that you want to have, all of those elements actually become far easier if you are super clear on your purpose. So I wanted to tell you the story of and tell you about the purpose of Being More Human. So Being More Human exists because in my travels around the countryside, looking at all different organizations, what I kept noticing time and time again was just this over focus on measurement, and this focus on productivity, and this focus on effectiveness and efficiency, and those kind of really hard measures in business. And while some of those are important things in business, it seemed as though the focus on that was at the expense of the human. So I felt as though the human was not only being left out, but particularly in lots of big organizations, the human being wasn't being considered at all. And certainly there wasn't a lot of design that I could see that was focused on humans, and there was only the odd organization here and there that really were driven by purpose. And so that led to the forming of Being More Human. So you could say, in one way of understanding it, Being More Human exists because of an observation that organizations lack purpose. You could put it that way. But how we talk about our purpose at Being More Human, and we didn't come to this overnight. This was an ongoing series of conversations, and everybody contributed to what they felt was really at the heart and at the core of what we do at Being More Human. And so our organizational purpose is all about human potential. And human potential, I'm just going to pause a little bit while the truck goes past in the background. I'm actually located in an area near where I used to live, and it's a little bit noisier than I remember it. So I am in a beautiful park, but it's also beside a road. So the purpose for Being More Human is all about human potential. And if you look at it that way, human potential in itself is a really fascinating sort of concept, because none of us will ever reach our potential. It doesn't matter if you think about it, whether you think about physically or mentally or spiritually or any way that you think about humans, we will never reach our potential. That's one of the things that I kind of like, because there's this ongoing sort of focus on the idea that we're shifting toward somewhere. And I like that focus. And I also like that when we talk about human potential, for each one of us as individual consultants, it means something different. And so, for example, it could be Sam, and he might be running a session on human-led strategy for an organization, and really working with their team to help them build the picture of the strategic direction they want to go. And for him, that's his skills playing out in a way that connects to human potential. Whereas for Nikki, she might be working with a manager to have a courageous conversation and to help coach them through a particular series of phrases that need to go on in a conversation. And for her, that's her way of connecting in with human potential. And it could be for Robin, someone else, another consultant that we have on board. She might be working with a board somewhere and helping the board to get their head around how to govern better. So what I really love about this idea of human potential is it's flexible, and it is broad, but it is enough to be the glue that binds us together. And I have to say, in my work going across a range of different organisations, there's plenty of organisations that could do with a dose of purpose. So there's still many businesses out there that would choose to define themselves and say the only reason that they are in business is because of profit. Now, what we know these days is if you're in business purely because of profit and nothing else, you're not going to be in business for that long, because not only are your customers more discerning, but so are your staff. So it's going to be very difficult for you to pull people around you if you don't connect to a purpose that is higher than profit. Of course we need profit, it's business. Of course we need profit, but we also need purpose, and we also need to focus on people. So our key theme in and around when we talk about human potential, we're really talking about the 3 Ps: people, purpose, and profit. And for those of you who are into that idea of people, purpose, and profit, what I'd encourage you to do is just to jump on our website, 3wsbeingmorehuman.com.au, and you can pop your name in and get the white paper sent directly to you. And there's a whole range of information and a discussion of 4 different organisations. There's Google, Sanitarium, Thank You, and a brand called Moloco. And the whole paper talks about how they use people, purpose, and profit as a focus for their business. So what I'd encourage you to think about today from the point of view of your business is, why are you actually in business? What is your purpose? What is the impact that you want to create? What footprint do you want to leave on the planet? Above and beyond making money, what else is it that matters to you? So I'd encourage you just to have that reflective process with yourself. If you have a team and you have a group of staff, please start talking about it, because it's a really fascinating conversation to have. And at the end of the day, we know that people want to be in workplaces for meaning, and purpose gives meaning. So I hope that this afternoon you have a really great time, whatever you're doing. I'm about to go and have an amazing experience with an energy healing person, which I'm looking forward to greatly. And again, have a think about purpose and jump on our website and download the white paper. Cheers.